Hello, hello. I'm here and I'm ready to continue, or rather, finish with Vagrant story, because when we left off, I was right outside the final dungeon. I did not grind for the other offensive ability, but I am sure I will be fine. I think I've beaten this game without using or even having Phantom Pain on multiple occasions. Though it is a good ability with a cool name, but I'll be fine. Don't mind me just hitting the wrong buttons. The theme for the Grand Cathedral kind of has a little bit of a techno quality to it, which is surprising for this game and its thematics, but I do really like it. It's like techno and orchestral, an interesting blend. I guess technically Yoko Shimomura does that a lot, but it's done in a different way from her style. You're on attempt number 3 of the Nuzlocke. Good luck. Hello to you as well. Ah, it's one of the major elementals. This guy's stronger than the other ones that we've fought so far. I should probably actually prepare my gems accordingly. Braveheart is good. Trinity is also good, probably. Let me get Undyne Jasper. Is that the best one I have? No, Merid Aquamarine. Good old Heracles. And I think I better cast Magic Ward because since this is a two-hander, I'm having to go at him without a shield at the moment, which is kind of a bad idea. At least this way, if he casts like Explosion or something, it's not gonna hit me. What are my battle abilities right now? Heavy Shot, Crimson Pain, Gain, Magic. Okay, that's fine. Defense. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's go after him. You did not attack me, I'm surprised. Can I don't think Tarnish should work on you. Nope. But Degenerate, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. That's better. Ah. You know what, let me get another magic ward up. Might as well since I've got the MP. That's a good safe way to do this fight. How do you feel about break arts? That's pretty good. That's not. Let's do Sunder. You cannot hurt me! Crud. There we go. That's the first of the elementals down. This cathedral is gonna have one of these guys for every element. Except light. I think that's just a dragon. A holy dragon. Strength +3, that's the biggest strength bonus I've seen this playthrough. Ashley has reclaimed the Greatsword Break Art Swallow Slash. Nice. I believe that's the one I used to one-shot the final boss on a replay when I had to obtain the ultimate sword weapon. The ultimate greatsword. And that cloud stone is not moving. Somewhat of a pretty sight here. But not much else at the moment. There's a lot of ways to explore through this cathedral, but it's fairly straightforward, since a lot of the cloud stones are inactive and become activated once you make progress elsewhere. Oh, it's another room like this. And this is gonna be... another giant crab! Well, I get to use my shield for this one. You know, I forgot to equip that for the elemental fight. That's a shame. The usual's up. How am I doing? Edged air. Maybe soil fusion would have been good. I'll just try attacking like this for now. Could not really see the animation with that. I've gotten too used to the timing of the greatsword now. Wow, I can't believe that missed. That was a lucky crit. And he's down, just like that. I came prepared, I want to say, but I hope that doesn't jinx me too much. The Cloudstone in the entryway is now active. We have unsealed it. I've got some elixirs to use. +3, nice. Valens. I never remember which wine boosts which stat. Let's see. Okay, strength up. Gonna be hitting good. Let me check all these grimoires. I should just start using some of these for the heck of it. Because I did forget about the fact that, not that I'm planning on doing New Game Plus anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. But if I did want to come back to this file for any reason at some point later, when you get to New Game Plus, you lose all the grimoires you had in your inventory, so you need to use them beforehand. Because on New Game Plus, you will remember all the spells you learned, but any grimoires you didn't use before the final boss, you're just out of luck. I think the rest of these, yeah, the rest are all grimoires I need to use against enemies. The one corner of this room that does not have a door. Maybe it was sealed off. Who knows? Now hold on. There's something over here. I could go back to the entryway and ride the Cloudstone, but I want to know what's in here. Ah. The Lord of Water. Not that one. This one. And I want to swap out the gem in this. For a second you thought this elemental was ice. I guess it kind of is that. This is one of those cases where they don't really have a separate ice element, so it's kind of ice and water. Let's weaken you a bit. I really should have gotten up the magic ward first. That's okay. I'll live through that. Let's not let him do that a second time. I mean, he can do it a second time, but it won't have any effect again. I need to work on my timing. There we go. Do I have enough to use a grimoire? You know what, there's other enemies I could do. Oh. This one is more resilient, though. That could be to my benefit to learn these. Be poisoned! Or don't, because you're immune to it. Do I have enough MP for that? Nope. Stun Cloud, I can learn that one. I almost accidentally discarded it. You're not immune to this? Oh, I guess that makes sense. You attack with magic, so this doesn't even really affect you, does it? Yeah. Paralysis does not stop you from using magic, only physical attacks. And you're dead. I think that leaves 3 more elementals to go. And he gave me another grimoire. How nice of him. Yeah, well now that Cloudstone is also active. Perhaps I'll go that way. I don't remember which way I need to go first. But I feel like the Cloudstone... Wait, there was another door. I feel like the Cloudstone and the entrance of the cathedral is the one that ultimately leads towards the end of the dungeon. I could be remembering that wrong. It's been a bit. And again, these stairs up also could be important. Actually, this might be the way towards the end of the dungeon. Huh, this door is just for show. There was once something here, but that part of the cathedral has become inaccessible as it falls into ruin slowly. Okay, yeah, there's a locked door here. And a locked Cloudstone. Okay. So I'll be back here later. Let's cross this river again and go check out what's up here. Another Cloudstone upwards, and a door. Oh, this goes straight to another boss fight. I never forget this room, it's quite unique. Makes it look like you're climbing up the side of a building the way they designed the room. Let me just swap out the gem on this sword, because I do actually remember which boss is in here. I need the earth one. Gnome! Is that the best one I have? It might be. This one has Earth 20. So that's slightly better. Ooh, this sword needs repairs. Maybe, get temper on there. Soil of Fusion and Heracles. Let's go fight the Wind Elemental. Oh wait, I could cast Magic Ward. I should cast Magic Ward. That's okay, I can do that in here. For you. Not that one. Degenerate. Let's get to work. Thank goodness for Magic Ward. Now, what Grimoire can I use on you? Doesn't really matter too much. I guess I'll just do this. That's fine. I just want to learn it. I see your lightning bolt and raise you a lightning bolt. I'm sure this will be very effective on you. Hooray! 5 damage. We're killing it. 2 remain. Okay, so that one's active now, but I still need a sigil for that door that's on the other side of that pit anyway. Ah, some armor. These are basically the same. Yeah, that one has a little more evil alignment, so... Ooh, +4. Oh wait, I didn't go up here, did I? Maybe I should have rode that cloudstone in the main central area first. Oh! You are not the holy dragon, you're a fire dragon, aren't you? I don't remember. Let's find out. Edged physical. Okay, you're not actually elemental. Interesting. Hold on, before I go buffing my equipment, I need to make a couple changes. Also use a different sword. Can't forget that. That should do. I'm still not in range for spells on you. I think dragons are immune to degenerate, though. Yep. I'll at least hit you with this. About as effective as I expected. I recovered 2 HP. I think I can afford to activate another grimoire. You're very big. I'm not really able to target multiple parts of you very easily. Ah, that's fine. It's not effective anyway. I need a better angle than that. Oh, you're toast. Or not. I could drop the combo, that's fine. Just gives me a chance to use this again. Getting a spell up to level 3 on a first playthrough is pretty good, honestly. I think I got lucky with some drops, or just forgot how many of those particular grimoires you could end up with. Risk is getting kind of high here. What else I got? Is that it? Just that one? Oh, but I've got 2 of them, I see. Okay, just one more grimoire to use. Ah. Well, I got a sigil. I'm not sure if I'm doing this in the most efficient sequence, but it'll be fine. Okay, here I probably should really be here later, but... Wait, is this a puzzle? It shouldn't be, right? Just have to go around. I see that lever. I guess it is good I came here first. I just unlocked a door somewhere. Huh. Cloudstone over there. Okay. Oh wait, I only need... Okay, I think I'm overthinking this a little bit. Let's see. Oh! Well, that's no good. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking this one then, if I can just push like that. Now I'm underthinking it though, I believe. Oh, there we go. That's good. Oh, I made fluted armor. Well, this has some better, stats. Ever so slightly. Okay, where does this go? Downwards. Oh boy, this one seems like a pain. Well, let's just start somewhere. I can just shove this around, so that makes that a little simple. Maybe this isn't going to be so bad. Just time consuming. Oh. Well, hold on. That's strange. Is that gonna be enough? That almost worked, but no. Okay. But I do see what I need to do. Oh, that is not a door. Really? The only way out of here is the Cloudstone? That's kind of annoying. Can't even give me a... Oh, that's why this block is here. You can't even just give me a pit to jump into? Okay. So this time... might as well just get rid of that one for all the good it really does me being here. Now I think I need to stack, yeah, one of the wood ones. That way, when the time comes, I can break this one. Ta-da! Oh shoot, I'm out of armor slots. Okay, I gotta get rid of something. Why am I carrying that around? Yeah, I guess that must have dropped off of an enemy. It's like last stream, and I forgot about it. Don't mind my freezer, just trying not to explode in the background. Might want to see if I can combine these with some of my other, the armor I already had a little later. Just in case that makes any sort of improvements. Okay, so that's all this was, just some extra stuff, armor and whatnot. That lever over there was the more important part of coming this way. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe on this one. Probably a good idea. Now let me change my equipment a little bit. I'll need those Dragonite back later, but for now, Demonia is good. See your shadow there. Ah. You're playing hard to get with me, huh? No, you're up there. That's not a good place. Alright, you're being a pain. Let me just try and take you out. Shoot. I'm ignoring these knights for now because I need my other sword for that. Why did that wear off? I mean, I could just use this one. It looked like it was going to be effective enough, but... Yeah, forget it. I probably won't lose that much in points for just, like... one hit. I couldn't even get MP back. Do I not already have one of these? I thought I did. You know what? I think I have it in storage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just have one of those in storage. It's fine. Also, I'm lazy, and I'm just gonna use the sword on him, too. Okay, well, I got a sigil for my trouble coming here, so that was important. Made it. Oh, another one. You look a little scarier than the other Lich. definitely gonna cast Magic Ward. Alright, hit me. Curse. Well, that's not a big deal. Best way to protect myself right now, when I can't use a shield with this sword. Alright, come here. You know what, I might as well get rid of you. That all you got? Ah, insufficient MP. Darn. Ooh. Radial Surge level 3. Yeah, I'm thinking Magic Ward was a good call there. Curses. Oh, speaking of curses. You can't curse me. This is a Christian Minecraft server. You cannot curse me. Oh, that's bad. Oh, no. Oh my god, 6 HP. Oh my god. Okay. Should have been quicker with just getting this back up before. I guess I did make the right call coming this way first, as it turns out. Now I would really like to be, not almost dead. Let's get on out of here. Alright, I need to remember to come back here when I get the Acacia sigil. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't go through there yet. Well, that's just rude. I'm guessing this goes down. Wait, was there another door in that room? No, it's just a cloudstone. Okay. Now, where is this? Okay, yeah, this is just the starting area. That's not the door I meant to use. Huh, I guess I looped all the way back around to where that first cloudstone would have went anyway. Alright. Well, as long as I'm here... This is not far away. You know, why don't I just repair my stuff? Let's see if there's anything to be gained by combining stuff. Not really all that worth it, actually, no. Not for that. Oh, and that just downgrades it. Oh, my mistake. Oh, whatever. That doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere, so... Armet. This might be the only one worth actually combining. Let's see. Or not, because then it downgrades it. Okay, yeah, not a good idea to combine any of these, I guess. Huh. Well, would you look at that? I made a shield that was... I did make a shield that was just slightly better than the shield in the cathedral, and then combining the two makes an even better shield. I suppose I'll store the stuff I'm not using. I could probably just discard them, honestly, but eh. That'll do. I actually got my HP over 300. Over 320 even, by the end. Unless there's another, Grimoire of... unless there's another Elixir of Mages, though. It looks like my MP is staying at 69. Alright, let's get back to the cathedral. Sin and Punishment. That's a game I should play sometime. Never played it. I've heard it's good. Okay. I actually need to look at the map a little bit. Oh, right through there. Okay. Poisoned Chapel. You know what, I'll just go this way for now. I was doing pretty good on efficiency, but now I've kind of gotten a little bit lost on where I need to go next. But hey, that's why there's a map. Why are the cubes here? Just to look cool, I guess. Ah, the Holy Dragon. That's unfortunate. It hits very hard, but it's a combination of MP and HP, so at least it didn't just, like, kill me outright. I don't know any gems in the shield, do I? Ooh, 3 gems. Well, Mana Breaker is a good one. Night Killer is a good one. Warlock Jet, or maybe... What was the other one I was thinking of? Yeah, I'll go with the Dark Protection. In fact... couple of those. I think now is a good time to use... I have enough of the Saint's Maelstrom as I could, but wasn't there something similar? Yeah, Acolytes. Acolytes Maelstrom, that'll do. That's perfectly fine. Let me get out of the range of your breath. Your breath stinks. Okay, Thunderburst and Explosion. Oh, I'm actually targeting myself with that too. Gotta be wary of that. I don't think that's enough MP. That's enough MP. Damage. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna heal. Time to take a nap, dragon. Okay, I've got the Acacia Sigil and the Kala Sigil. Have I not even been to the 3rd level yet? Oops. Well, that's an unfortunate drop. Oh wait, no, okay, it didn't drop me a floor down, it just reset me. Alright, let's open that door. Also, I don't think I have any more dragons to deal with, so... That'll help me for the next couple bosses. Okay, I don't have the sigil necessary for this room, so I should come back after I've checked out the other door I can open right now. Okay, that's where I haven't been yet. Wrong side. Yeah. I did kind of forget about this one, didn't I? Now it's out of my reach. Whoops. Kind of placed that in an awkward spot. Yeah. Well, I could use fixate if I need to. Now I can do this. I'm stubborn. Okay, that one's pretty fast. Maybe I should. Ah. One of those games where if you jump when you're not already moving forward, you just jump straight up, and you can't actually start moving forward midair, which makes sense, but... Oh! Okay, yeah, I need to use fixate. I still messed it up. Too much forward momentum. Okay. This might be better. Yeah, sure. I'm a little concerned about the fact that I haven't already been up there. Maybe that's... Hopefully I wasn't already supposed to be there. Now, you know what? I don't think so. I think I do have to do this part first. This is probably the boss. Which reminds me that I'm actually using the wrong weapon at the moment. That's also wrong. There we go. Really? How'd that end up with such a high light affinity? Well, whatever, that's fine. Alright, let's get to work. And finally get a cutscene after this, too. Look at him stroking his beard. Oh yeah, I forgot, you're annoying and you run away from me. Let's make this a little easier. I should be able to reach you from up here still. Yep. How do you feel about break arts? Ooh. Get wrecked. Like a friggin' pinball. Ooh, I am a destroyer now. Kinda feels like it. There we go. Palm sigil. Help, Ashley! Mellos, where are you? Above! Hardin, what has happened? We have been waiting for you, Sydney. I will handle this. No apology, Sydney, for the man you've deceived these many years. Is it true? That tattoo is the key? Forgive me, Hardin. Why? Why? All our efforts. He has played you all like pawns, and now he throws you away. What is this phantom soul needed for the rites? Answer me, Sydney. Or you will die. You really want to become a martyr for your full religion? Not religion, Sydney. Revolution. A fresh wind to blow away the disease of the land. For our realm is sick. It suppurates with profiteers, fawning merchants licking the boots of the nobility. They do nothing and blame others for their failure. They steal men's dreams and twist them to nightmares. We must cleanse this corruption. There must be strong, unwavering justice. And there must be fear to enforce that justice. It is a wretched rule that does not value human life. The world does not want a savior. These wretches leading lives of misery do not need salvation. The rotting branch must be pruned. A tyrant always dies alone, Guildenstern. Surrounded by silver-tongued leeches, he is utterly alone. He sows sorrow and reaps death. You are a leader too. Do you not dream of what could be? In my dreams, I see an evil tyrant's hands which would choke the world, and he is the only one blind to his folly. This farce is over. I will have my answer. And if I say no, I will hew my retribution from your flesh. Like your pawn here.
If the soul is not true and fast, the rites are meaningless. It will lead to disaster. Sydney! Ah!
Harden, we fly to safety. To blackened wing and wavering light. Wait. You sought to help the Duke? Your father? Delta X's. Perhaps I cannot kill you, immortal, but I shall have your blood sin as my trophy. We gotta get up there fast. Like, not actually fast, there's no time limit, but, that's bad. Not a surprise, given some earlier scenes in the game, that Guildenstern ends up being the actual, big villain. But we gotta stop him. Whoa! Apparently this game has, like, actual physics. Like momentum. When that Cloudstone is moving so quickly, it launches me. I can go straight across to the other side if I just hold forward all the way. Okay, from here. Yes. Almost there. There's just one more boss between me and the area where Guildenstern and Sydney currently are. And if the bosses so far have been any indication, I don't think that boss shall take very long. There we go, Angel Pearl. That Dark Elemental is not gonna like this sword. I used the elixir I had, right? Yes. One last block puzzle, eh? Okay. What's the goal here? To get a crate there, I would say. Alright. So these blocks. I might be misunderstanding the goal here. I wonder if I could bypass this. That would be really funny. Oop. No such luck, it seems. Ah. I do wonder, but if I jumped from here, but it might wear off. Oh! Okay, yep. Puzzle bypassed. I'm fine with that. I kind of just want to get to the plot. Oh, I should have prepared before I entered the room, though. I'll be fine. Now, you know Meteor, so I would like to Magic Ward again. Curse, eh? Starting with that, huh? Well, I want to use this last grimoire I picked up. Oh, I think I have just enough for Magic Ward. Perfect. Yeah, my risk is way too high. Let me fix that. the last of the elementals. All that remains is the last boss. I wonder, can I just use this on myself? I think I can. Ow, my arm. Meteor level 2. Ooh, +4. Good agility bonus. Now give me one of those Acolyte's Nostrums. And I'll be back in business. Oh, right, I think this was the... across here, this is the door I unlocked with that lever earlier. So if I hadn't hit that lever, I would have had to backtrack a bunch. Now, I will say real quick, I looked up some interesting stuff from... There's a Vagrant Story Ultimania book that has a bunch of extra, like, plot. It's kind of neat. There's a fan translation of some of it, and it's got, like, some character profiles and some, kind of novelized versions of some of the story in this game. Not, like, a ton of it. It's not, like, the whole game or anything. But it has, like, novelized versions of certain scenes, and, where it kind of added some detail to stuff. So, I'm actually going to read an excerpt from that. Like, in a cutscene that's coming up, I'm going to pause for a moment, and just kind of read that, excerpt from the Ultimania to give some extra little detail going into, like, the last boss. Here's the game's final save point. I think I can get prepared before I go up there. What's this?
You're late, Risk Breaker.
Where's Merlos? What happened to Carlo Merlos?
Worry not. I sent her to a safe place. She will escape unharmed.
What has happened here?
Look and know. I wanted to help Father. This city was his only hope. You can see. I wanted to help Father, as he helped me when I was born. He wanted the city destroyed, even if it meant his own death. Then he implored me, do not let them use it. The power. Stop him. Stop Guildenstern. Those who crave the dark cannot control the dark. You must stop him. Kill him. Before the dark sucks his living soul dry.
Where is he?
Ashley,
I know. Hey, you're just in time for the final boss and ending. And I have a bit of an excerpt I'm going to read from the fan translation of the Vagrant story Ultimania that added some detail to this scene in kind of a novelized version of a few scenes. So yeah, Guildenstern straight up peeled off Sydney's flesh with his rapier and pasted it onto his own back so he could have the blood sin, the key to succeeding the dark. This game is never getting a remake.
My love. Why?
Forgive me, Samantha. I need your soul. Our cause needs a martyr.
Your cause? There is no place for me, for our dream.
I love you, Samantha, as God is my witness.
I, too, once thought so.
I'm gonna leave it right there for a second, just to read this excerpt from the novelized version of this scene. The lovely pale skin of Commander Samantha slipped from sight, the cold, dawnless black of Le Monde swallowing her whole. One red rose blossomed on her breast, the inked lines of a tattoo, and another, still blossoming, blood-crimson rose colored her stomach. At its center glittered the blade of a short dagger, stabbed nearly to the hilt in her gut. The man she loved and whom she had believed loved her, the man she trusted completely and never once doubted, had stuck it there. Already mostly dead, Samantha fell from the dome of the great cathedral in a graceful arc, like a flower petal sinking with the rain towards the hard stone ground so far below. Ashley saw her in that single second she dropped past the atrium's window. He'd been about to climb the stairs leading up from that chamber of secret sacrifices. Black dust drifted from her body, the disintegration process already begun. Likely only the dagger that killed her would hit the flagstones below. Such was the fate of every crimson blade Guildenstern led into the dark maelstrom at the heart of Le Monde. Even after the commander's corpse passed his line of vision, Ashley was still completely aware of her. When the dark first touched both their souls, an uncanny connection between their senses opened. Whether it was simply that they had a like rhythm, or some other unexplained cause that created the bridge spanning their minds, Ashley didn't know. However it happened, it gave him the power to see through her eyes and hear with her ears. That link to Samantha's mind, and the similar one leading to Calomurlo's, provided handy insight into the movements of the enemy's top ranks. Samantha's body dissolving and her soul starting to slip away, one last thought ran through her mind and across the bridge to Ashley's, where it rang clearly. It wasn't a shriek of rage against the betrayal that made her a sacrifice for another man's gain, nor was it a wail of regret over her own death. It was fear. Fear of the bleak, blood-drenched future her lover was chaining himself to in his desire for the power of an ultimate dictator. "Save him," she cried to Ashley, to her enemy, her lover's enemy, and their only possible savior. Ashley intended to do so. Guildenstern! Come, Riskbreaker. Your death will be my rebirth.
Come, help celebrate my ascension!
I think this first form's, oh, Dispel, that sucks. I think this first form's boss music is actually a little cooler than the true final, boss. Though the second piece of music does sound more final. I just think this one is kind of cooler. Hey, you're gonna keep doing that, huh? It'd be really cool if you would do your super attack sometime. I don't know if I have to do like a certain amount of damage to you. You're gonna just keep doing that as long as I have buffs on me, aren't you? I kinda need those buffs though. Hold on a second. I didn't change my weapon, did I? I'm not even using the right weapon on the final boss. Good job. Oh my goodness. Wow, yeah, that's a big difference. Nah, I think I just had a crappy sword the first time I played. To be fair, I'm not alone in that, because the official guidebook makes it sound like they had just as hard of a time with the final boss as I did. I didn't get to see his cool attack. Like, the official guidebook implies that you need to use very specific chain abilities because otherwise your normal attack just does, like, no damage. So I don't think they had a very good sword either.
Forget that which pains you. You cannot reclaim this lost time. I know there is only regret here. What difference does it make? Whether you lost a wife and child or killed an innocent family, you cannot bring back the dead. Your hands are tainted with blood, truth of law. Your sins are eternal. Release the past, look to the future. Join us, Ashley.
Come home.
There is no growth without birth. Without a foothold in the past, we cannot walk toward the future. Get thee gone, darkness!
Papa!
Forgive me, Marco. You must have been lonely.
Nuh-uh, I'm brave, just like Papa.
Tia.
Welcome home, Ashley. You've done all you could for us. 'Twas a short time, but I knew happiness with you. You gave me a lifetime's worth of love. Don't cry, Papa. See, I'm not crying. See?
But... this...
Do not be misled by others' words. Believe your heart. I love you, Ashley. Come home, Agent Riot. Your story is not yet finished.
The dark has all but consumed Guildenstern's soul, and he's basically become the monster on the outside that he already was on the inside. Where do you want to settle down? Over here. Alright. You're probably immune to all manner of debuffs, I'd imagine, aren't you? Not that I have many of them available to me. Oh no, wait, I have them all. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Alright. Let's see how I do when I try to hit him. Yep, that's pretty good. For the final boss, that's decent. Alright. Give me something for my mana. And I want to get rid of that risk. At least some of it. Both my buffs wore off. If you're wondering, I can't just cheese everything with Magic Ward because he has a super attack that is not magic-based. It's a, basically, it's a special attack, so it's not a spell, which means I can't just nullify it with Magic Ward. Ah, shoot. I missed my chance on that one. I wonder if I can actually hit you when I have risk like this. Probably gonna miss, but I'll try it. Ooh, got him. Nice. I'm gonna want to get rid of that now. Now just wait for him to settle somewhere and the cycle repeats. This is basically how this fight goes. Maybe the buffs always work. Oh, he's gonna do the thing. Okay. Shoot, that's a bad time for Magic Ward to be up. Now is the time to equip your shield. If you don't have a decent shield on you when he does this, you will die. I'm gonna see if I can get Prostasia up too, because that will also boost my defense against this. Well, this is a sign that I have done some decent damage to him already. I did really good on the shield. By the way, the guidebook tells you that you basically have to time your defensive ability or you'll lose. So I don't think they had a very good shield. Actually, I think the problem is they didn't equip their shield because the screenshot in the guidebook shows them wielding the two-handed sword. That was the one thing I had going for me in my first playthrough, actually. Even though I had, like, a really crappy weapon to be fighting Guildenstern with, I did have a shield that I could survive that attack with. Turtle strats work, they really do. Alright, Guildenstern, it's go time. Okay, hold on, I want to see if I can hit you with a break art, if my risk is not like 100. Swallow Slash is really good. Really, really good. I killed him with it.
Ashley!
Quickly, it's all collapsing.
But Agent Riot!
There's no time. Go now!
And what then? We are finished!
We must tell them what has happened here. Flee, Nisa!
Come back alive, Tiga! Alive!
Now the slowest dance begins, partner. 'Tis a fine tune we shall share. The blood sin has rightfully passed down to Ashley. Load-bearing boss, I think. It was kind of Sydney's aim to destroy the city, too.
Gods be with you, Riot.
No, Harden, stay here! Don't go!
You speak. At last. The terror. I am sorry.
Duke Bardorba's secondary residence in the Greylands 1 week later.
Well met, Sydney. So it is done. You have suffered much. I too have played my part. Let us leave the rest to this Ashley. He is the one you have chosen. I know what must be done. I was not much of a father to you. Forgive me, my son.
I never saw that on the small TV I played this on. He's actually crying as his son dies.
Sire, your excellency! Someone bring water! Our lord has fallen!
That's such a nice detail that I never frickin' saw because I never played this on a big enough TV screen with clear enough detail.
Who walks here at this hour? What is your business? Show your papers!
Calamelos, VKP Inquisitor.
My lady, I beg your forgiveness.
It is no matter. You are merely doing your duty.
Thank you, milady.
So Ashley has the same powers Sydney had now. And so began the story of the Wanderer, the Vagrant. The end of this story is just kind of the beginning of a completely new life for Sydney. Though given things about him, I don't know if he would be the protagonist in a theoretical sequel. 'Cause I think he's immortal now. I feel like you'd have to have a different character as the player character because Ashley is too overpowered now. So there is also, in the Ultimania, there's a novelized version of that ending. Some of it, at least. So I might as well read that while the credits are going. The mantle of Master of Le Monde passed to a new bearer, and in the process, many new souls felt the touch of the dark. All, excepting one, of course, were sent into the arms of an incomplete death. Before, the spell songs etched into every wall of the city would trap them within its bounds. Forever confined on this side of oblivion, insane and vicious, those rotted souls' very presence served to entice more of the dark into the wellspring, their hatred and pain feeding it. But Le Monde burned. Already in ruins before the blaze, the fire-gutted corpse could no longer be called even a shell of its former self. Unfortunately, those wretched souls once stuck within it were not allowed the freedom brought by destruction, though their cage was now gone. So where do they all go now, and what will happen to the survivors? That handful of people who survived the fires and earthquakes that leveled the old city, yet bear the dark's taint, like Merlos. What will happen to them when they die? Ashley knows. A living bridge between the world of the dark and the world of mankind, successor to pure power, Ashley Riot knows. The logic of life, the meaning of death, and the fate of those forever trapped in between. A steady, cold rain pelted the cobblestones. Ashley stood at the mouth of a dim alleyway, quietly watching the Duke's bedchamber window. He stood patiently, waiting. Sidney Losthero had borrowed his face and his name for one last visit to the Duke, and he would be returning shortly. And return he did, in soul anyway. His body had turned to black ash a little while before. With him came the Duke, their deaths intertwined, as decreed by their unique compact with the dark. Le Monde was gone, its rune-carved walls destroyed. They could no longer bind the dark, cursed dead. Instead, as one, they flowed into a new vessel, Ashley himself. Accepting an uncountable number of souls, an uncountable number of lost dreams, Ashley provided a peaceful haven for every last condemned one. He'd come to terms with being Master of the Dark, and his duty, as he saw it, was not to rule, but to stabilize. Unlimited power had been granted to him, not to use as he pleased, but to enable him to smooth out the wrinkles where the world of the dark collided with reality. As Master of the Dark, Ashley knows. The path the survivors of Le Monde will take is as plain as day to him. Callow, Tiger, Nisa, even young Joshua. Any road they choose will inevitably lead to him, if not in life, then of a certainty in death. Their flight to paradise could go no other way. Under the black leather trenchcoat, his destiny inked fine lines across his back. Shouldering the burdens implicit in that contract, Ashley turned away from the now bustling residence and began to walk. The rain-drenched alley ran ahead of him, the beginning of an endless path into a place of eternal twilight, a place unfathomable to the mortal mind. The seam where reality and magic melt together. And so begins the story of the Wanderer, the Vagrant. There's also a bit in there, if it's not obvious from some of the framing device of this game and like the trailer for this game and the game manual of this game, but he is kind of like a wanted man. Though, like, the VKP is looking for him because he just disappeared and went AWOL, and because Sidney borrowed his face to get in to see the Duke, Ashley ended up being the prime suspect in, like, the Duke's quote-unquote murder. But because of the powers he has and everything, he's able to just disappear, and no one can catch him if he doesn't want them to. He can deceive anyone into making them think he's someone else. It, like, doesn't even matter. But he can never go back to the VKP, not that I think he would want to go back to his risk-breaker life at this point anyway. There was definitely room for a sequel, though, because even though Ashley's story is kind of, in a way, kind of finished, at least in terms of what you could really do in a game. Because, like I said, he's too overpowered to be, like, a game protagonist now, unless it was just, like, a visual novel or something. But there were some interesting threads in this game, like how, there's that line from Guildenstern, like, to Hardin, saying, like, you think the dark only runs in your city, or whatever he says. Oh, look, Ashley got a dog. Guildenstern says, like, you think the dark only runs in your city? You underestimate the Cardinal. We never see the Cardinal in this game, but every time he's mentioned, it's in very kind of... He seems like a background villain that was never dealt with in a way, and, like, there's another city of darkness out there somewhere. Like, Le Mundi is not the only dark wellspring that exists in this world, so... There was certainly more that could have been done in this world. It would have been interesting to see what else they could have done with it. But I like the story as it is. As a game, it definitely has some rough edges. There's parts of it that can be a little frustrating or trying at times. But I think I still like it. For me, I'm able to enjoy it more than I'm able to enjoy it more than I dislike it, at least, even though some of it's a little annoying at times. But I also just really like the, like, mood and aesthetic of this game. And I really like the storytelling. Finn. Some people do get really confused about some parts of this game, though, toward the end. I did, too, when I was younger. I did not follow some of that very easily. Like, the kind of surreal scene in the White Void that I voiced this time around. I had the perfect idea of how to voice it, what kind of voice is supposed to belong to each line of dialogue, but it used to be the case that I was not really sure about that. I, like... kind of had trouble quite parsing what was going on in that cutscene the first time, I think. And then there's also all the stuff with, like, Ashley's wife and child, which, a lot of people end up feeling is open-ended. Some people aren't even sure if it was, like, whether or not Ashley actually had a wife and child. This time around, I would say, to me, it actually seems pretty clear that he did. You think that Ashley could possibly be the MC of a sequel? I mean, if there are other dark wellsprings, there could be people with crazy amounts of power like Ashley. Maybe. You'd have to... The thing that really gets me is the whole immortality bit. Like, the immortality thing is kind of the rough spot, because that's like... If it's a game, every enemy you face needs to have the capability to kill you. Which seems like a tall order if Ashley is supposed to have immortality now. But I could see it being possible that there could be a threat that would be, like, an actual threat to him. I do still feel like it would be hard to base a whole game around it, though, where, like, all the enemies could actually be that kind of a threat. Unless you pull some kind of retconning thing where he, like, oh, he's not immortal, he can die. I don't know, maybe the crazy powerful enemy removes his immortality somehow. But, yeah, some people end up uncertain about if Ashley actually had a wife and child because of the cutscenes in the middle of the game with Sydney and Rosencrantz telling him that was, like, all a lie burned into his soul kind of thing. But I think it's fairly clear to me that was the lie. Like, the first time Sydney peeks into his soul, it's his wife and child. I think the first time that Sydney looks in would be the time that is more truthful. That aside from that, I think Sydney then screwing with his head after that, I think was just another part of Sydney testing Ashley. Because Sydney wanted Ashley to be the successor to the Dark City. And to do that, he needs to have a heart that can resist the darkness and things that would try to mislead him. And, I mean, the dark on its own tries to do that. We see how it, manipulates Grissom, who Grissom had a fairly strong soul, but once he joined the Cold Ones, the wolves start whispering to him, and it warps his mind. He's not able to resist it. I think Sydney wanted to test Ashley on that front by doing a bit of that, trying to warp Ashley's memory and see if he could come through it okay. And as for Rosencrantz, following along with that lie, Rosencrantz had been eavesdropping on Ashley up to that point, and, like, he was actually going to go separate ways just before the forest, but then you see him stop and turn back to toward the forest, like, wait, like, he has this realization that I think he realizes Ashley might be the successor that Sydney is trying to choose. So it's not that much of a stretch to think that Rosencrantz then goes into the forest, especially since you bump into him later after the forest. It's not that much of a stretch to think that he could have eavesdropped on the conversation between Sydney and Ashley, so he knows a tiny bit of the lie that was being spun there so that he can play off of it just to screw with Ashley, because he is kind of that way. And you even hear him later talk to Sydney, like, he chides Ashley for basically just, like, believing anything, like he's too gullible kind of thing, which the only lie that Rosencrantz ever could have told Ashley in this game that we saw him actually believe was the thing about his wife and child not being his wife and child, or that it was all VKP lies. Because every other lie that Rosencrantz tried to tell Ashley, he just disregarded. He knew that he was not a risk breaker. He knew it was BS. And he was like, leave town if you value your life. I'll cut you next we meet. I just think that Rosencrantz was just lying. And if you pay attention to the lies too, Sydney's story in the middle of the game in the forest doesn't match up with what Rosencrantz says either. Sydney says that Ashley kills an innocent family by mistake. Rosencrantz's dialogue implies that it was done on purpose because they were witnesses and witnesses have to be silenced kind of thing. So the two stories don't match, which further just kind of cements that it's a lie. So during the kind of surreal scene in between the two forms of the final boss, Ashley finally gets his head together after being messed with like that, and kind of sees the soul of his wife and child one last time. It's a little open to interpretation on whether that's all in his head or if it's actually their souls. I like to think it actually is their souls. Maybe they kind of couldn't rest in peace when they saw how Ashley was suffering after their deaths. But once he kind of got his head together there within the darkness and pulled out of it, they were able to just kind of see him one last time and, say their goodbye so they could rest in peace. That's kind of my interpretation of that. You could put it that just because you're immortal doesn't mean you can't be injured and knocked out, so the bad guy's objective could be waiting to incapacitate Ashley so the big bad can suck out his immortality or something. That's kind of true, because that's sort of half what Guildenstern managed to overpower Sydney and just tear the Bloodsin off his back. And that didn't seem to remove his immortality, actually, exactly, to be fair, because he still had to be killed by a very specific special dagger together with the Duke or something. There was like some kind of weird nonsense going on there. But Sydney was still very much incapacitated. Like, Ashley gets there and Sydney can't even move, and even after the boss fight with Guildenstern, Ashley has to carry Sydney because he's just out. And he does, recover, but it took him a while to actually recover enough to be able to go walk into the Duke's room. So, yeah, I mean, there is kind of that facet of, even if Ashley was the protagonist in the new game, even if he can't die, he could be incapacitated for a time, which in some circumstances could be then the big bad could get away with doing something, which is kind of a game over in its own right, because even if Ashley doesn't die, he fails to stop whatever's going on. In fact, there are games where you don't die, but you still get like a game over. So yeah, actually I could see how that could work. Oh, there's no skip scene button in this, is there? No? Okay. Oh, there is. But is this just gonna... Oh, it skipped the whole prologue. Okay, that's good. Wow, actually some foresight with this. I wasn't sure if you could skip that. So yeah, when you start a new game with that clear game save file, you have the stats you had when you finished, you have the weapons you had, the break arts, the battle abilities, all of that. You lose all your items, though. You keep your equipment, you lose your items. So from there, you can just get all the same like stat boost from fighting bosses and collecting the stat boosting items all over again. You can explore new areas. You can have fun stomping all over the enemies with your end game equipment. So it's kind of neat. If you had grimoires, yeah, you have to use the grimoires before you fight Guildenstern, otherwise they're gone. Or use them in the fight with Guildenstern, but yeah, basically, if they're in your inventory still, when you finish the second form, the grimoires are gone, and you don't have the spell, so you'd have to just collect it again. You can't even hit me. There's not really that much to show off, though, if I'm not gonna go to, like, new areas and stuff. It would take a while to get to anything new, so I'm not really planning for that. I think that's gonna do it for Vagrant Story, yeah. So, to everyone who's watched me go through this, thanks for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. I do really like this game, even if I don't love every part of it, if I get a little frustrated at some parts, but it's still a really good game I appreciate a lot, so, yeah. Glad I could share it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for something else.